Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing.
And the quarterback pulled up to the end, sacked at the 12. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways.
He's going to go up top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one.
There he goes! Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He'll do it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's going to run it. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
All already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits it in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Owens. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Jennings. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses to 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Watson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive gain.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Michigan offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Makes a grab on the shot. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Finds a little space. And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point is good. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with. running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Owens. Makes the grab, it's Wormley. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on second down. Looking for space, it's Wormley. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Timeout, USC.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. Ripping through the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air, it's Owens. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the...
There he goes! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the ground. Brings into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent on that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is
sneaks into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the air, it's Owens. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the left. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
He's got it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Finds the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw it. This time he's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning the Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th He lobs one high down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Turning it on! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll move the wide receiver.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
About this squad, man, looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's caught. It's Worthy. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Fowler. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all three phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
He'll do it himself. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. While this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverine. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Barrels ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Michigan. 21.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on.